second where I set this chart up. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to put some fractals on here. We're going to start covering fractals, so let me get everything set up. And so today's teaching, we're going to cover fractals and we're going to cover support and resistance. So I got a lot of these things to put on my chart. Let me share the screen with you guys. And I'm sharing the screen and you are seeing me mark up this chart. We'll get this going. I'll start this recording in 1 second. So let's go here, file, open data folder. Here in Q4, indicators. And what I need to do is I need to add in my indicators from my downloads folder. And so I'll go here, find my indicators that I want to bring over. And I'm going to take off the auto SNR, the GG trend bar. I'm only going to pull over some stuff. Is there anything else I'm going to pull over? I'll pull over a Knoxville divergence. I'll show you how to use that today with your trades. And so that'll be good. So I got what I'm gonna copy these now. And I'm gonna exit out of this downloads folder. I'm gonna come over here to my indicators folder for this particular entity. I downloaded them there, right? I'm gonna exit out of here, come over here to indicators, hit refresh, and I should have all of them there. Let's go ahead and start the recording for this session. Okay, we are now live. I'm going to add the auto SNR, but I'm going to talk about fractals just for a second. All right, guys, let's talk about these fractals because fractals is what's going to really push your trade to the next level. There are people in Universal Trade House asking about the trade that we just did with GBP CHF. And instead of being on training, they're panicking about GBP CHF, which is probably because they've overextended their account. So if I look at GBP CHF and I tell you, what's my prediction for GBP CHF? Right? And this is what I'm teaching on fractals. If they were in this training, they'd be hearing this training on fractals so they can understand what's going on with GBP CHF. Right? So now, if I look at GBP CHF, I do see a trend here with GBP CHF since they are asking. I'll make sure I give it to you guys on this training. Those of you who are still in GBP CHF, right? If I look at GBP CHF, I'm watching this occur. But you know what you also see with GBP CHF is a channel. There's a channel on it as well. If you've been watching GBP CHF, it's been flowing in this channel. Right now, in the middle of this channel is a support line. In the middle of this channel, you have to kind of see this. This is my own interpretation of drawing channels. I love this stuff. There's a channel right in here, and I don't know if y'all see it, but it's there. Now, I'm doing this for you. You've probably never seen us do this or seen me do it before, but this is why this is bouncing off of this channel line. This channel line started back here. Right, but notice this is a channel for GBP CHF. Right, we placed a buy for GBP CHF, and I'll go over that right now so you're watching it, watching what's going on. All right, now if I looked at GBP CHF, unless there's some news coming out, and I believe, is there any GBP news coming out? It's not till later. Is there any other news coming out? We got some more NZD news at 8 o'clock. Okay. There's some more NZD news at 8 o'clock. But if I was showing you this particular trade, look at how this is moving. Right? Came up here and look, it paused on this line, came back up here, paused back on this line, came back up here. So You see GBP NZD closing the channel. Is it still going to be good for a buy? Right? Right now, GBP NZD, right now, if you're looking at GBP NZD, I mean CHF, GBP CHF, I'm looking at this on the hour chart. What do we see right here? What is this? What is it doing on this line right here? It's respecting that line. Now, is that to say that it's going to come down into this zone? What you also see here with GBP CHF is a level of support right there. So what we have is GBP CHF in consolidation. So if you're asking what GBP CHF, no one can give you thoughts on whether it's going to go up or go down, because we are seeing that all of this is a consolidation zone. So no one can tell you if it's going to go up or go down. You have to watch and wait for this trade, because from here to here, it's in consolidation. It could either move up and get us, I'll take profit, or it can go down and test this level right down here. And so I will say to you in wisdom, to the best of my ability, this is where you have to trust your stop loss. This is where you should have went into the trade and over leveraged. This is where you should have went into the trade and waited and trust the stop loss and not over leverage your account. Then you have nothing to worry about, because right now this trade is in consolidation. It could move up or it could move down. So this is that downside of that. This is that upside of that. Do you see it? And this is where this trade is in some consolidation. It came down here, came up here, came down here, came up here. We don't know. We have to wait for this breakout. Right? This could break out to the downside, or it could break out to the upside. So if anybody's asking you about GBP CHF, would you please tell them it's in consolidation. We don't know if it's going to go up. We don't know if it's going to go down. But what we did do was give you a stop loss. We gave you a stop loss, right? Now, let's go look and see where the stop loss was on this trade. Let's go look and see where the stop loss is on this trade. Let's go look and see where the stop loss is on this trade. So we'll see what we're going to do. Where's the stop loss on this trade? Let's see here. Let's go, not here. All right, so that's the stop loss. Let's put this line in here for the stop loss. Let's find the stop loss for this trade. And the stop loss is 309.50. All right, this was a stop loss we gave you for GBP CHF. So asking what do you think it's going to do is just not even a good answer. Why? Because this is where the stop loss is. I'm showing you now that this is a consolidation. This is the stop loss that you gave. So it's going to go either way. You don't know. We don't know. And if anybody gets on there and says, I think it's going to sell, they don't know what they're talking about. Right? If anybody says it's going to buy, they don't know what they're talking about. Right now it's in consolidation. We're believing that this is in an uptrend. Right? The channel is moving up. Right? But notice where the stop loss is. The stop loss is right here. So if it breaks out of this channel, it's a bad day anyway. But what it could do is come down and hit this line and go back up. So do I think it's going to hit the stop loss? My first analysis of this trade is that it's not going to hit the stop loss. It's not going to hit the stop loss. That's my first analysis. That's my first analysis. That it's in an uptrend. Right now we're in a level of consolidation. Here's the stop loss down here. I believe that this could possibly still continue on this trend of going up. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? All right, because that's what it's really about. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, son, I'm on online training.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you. How was your day?
I had a good day too.
All right, we'll talk about it when I'm finished. All right. Now, okay, so hopefully I answered that for you guys. Hopefully I answered that for you. Did I answer that for you? Any questions on what I just covered? Do you understand what I looked at? Now, it's going to take y'all some time to just draw out what I drew out, but this is what Forex is about. Any questions? I think that made it clear, guys. At least if you don't understand it, just pause and wait on it, and you'll understand it better by and by. Almost a pitchfork. Almost a pitchfork. Okay. 5%. What lot size would I say for a $400 account right now? Moving at 5% growth. A lot size I would recommend, this is the first and the only one I'm going to give, is $1. And you can only do that for one trade, so 0.1. If you're going to do two trades, you should do 50 cents per trade on two trades. Three trades on $1 is 20 cents per trade. If you do more than 4 trades, 20 cents a trade, or you can do 5 trades at 20 cents. That's what I would suggest. All right, now let's get into some training today. Hopefully y'all are ready to learn about fractals and support and resistance. I'm hoping y'all ready. I was hoping y'all ready. I was hoping y'all ready. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, now, fractals. It takes 5 candles to make a fractal. How many candles? 5. Oops, sorry. I thought we'd have more people online than this. This is what will frustrate me as we start talking about this, is because when we have trainings, and this is for people to be here, I would sacrifice everything to be here for a training. So it takes 5 candles to make a fractal. So here's a fractal right here. Do you see this fractal? That's the fractal. So it takes 5. It takes 2 after this candle. It takes 2 before this candle. And so these are 5 fractals. 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 candles to make one fractal. Now, what does that fractal mean? That you ask. Well, this is what we call a bullish fractal, right? This is a bullish fractal because it's above. This is a bearish fractal because it's below. This is a bullish fractal above, bearish fractal below. So how do you get a bullish fractal? When the 2 previous candles from this candle and the 2 candles after that do not eclipse this high, you get a bullish fractal. So this fractal is here because 1, 2, this candle didn't go higher than this, and this candle didn't go higher than this, so it leaves a fractal. So a fractal is another way of looking at a support or a resistance level. A fractal is another way of looking at an immediate, make sure you get that, an immediate support and resistance level. So when I'm looking at fractals, I'm looking at this being a level of resistance, right? Right, where's my last level of support? Immediate level of support on a fractal is right here, because this is the last low, right? So you see this last low, or this one, I'm sorry. Here's the low here on this fractal. Now, why is this a bearish fractal? Because these 2 candles, this one and this one, and these 2 candles, this one and this one, didn't get lower than this candle right here, so here you have a bearish fractal. So you have this bearish fractal right here. You have this bullish fractal right here. So now you have an immediate support and resistance level based upon fractals. Now, what you can do is come inside that fractal, and you'll find another support and resistance level inside of that fractal as well. Why? If you go back, look at this level right here. So this was a level that price responded and then went up to this level. Then it went down to this level, going to go up to this level, and this is where it turned. Now, we're looking at GBP CHF. GBP CHF. So we have this bullish fractal that we're looking at right now that this candle couldn't break. This candle, this candle, this candle, and this candle couldn't break it. So that lets you know that this fractal level is pretty strong, right? But bulls are still present because bears have not been able to push it below this fractal level. Look at this fractal level right here. Here's a fractal level right here. And bears have not been able to get a candle to close below this fractal level, so that tells me that the bulls are still strong. Are you seeing this? Are y'all seeing CHF respond? Are y'all seeing CHF respond? How many of y'all are watching CHF respond? While we're live, we're getting some volatility move through this pair. How many of y'all are watching this? Now, does that mean it's going to go up and break that? It very well could, then it very well couldn't. But notice what we're looking for is to come up above this fractal level. Even with all this little volatility that's in here, we need this volatility to break this fractal level. How many of y'all are watching this right now? How many of y'all are seeing this firsthand? Of this kind of move like that? But no matter how hard it's moving, did it break that fractal level? No matter how hard is it moving, did it break this fractal level? Which shows you that this is a very strong fractal level. And so we know that this is still in consolidation. Even though it's in an uptrend, it's still in consolidation. So no matter how much the movement, it still didn't go up, it still didn't go down, no matter how much it moved. Didn't break this, but also didn't break this. So that lets you know that you're still in consolidation. But look at these fractal levels. What are the fractal levels telling us? They are immediate areas of support resistance that you can see without the support resistance lines that we put on. Now you can also use these fractals as stair-stepping entities when you're in a strong trend, a strong uptrend. And I'll show you what that means for adding multiple positions. So now, do we have a decent understanding about fractals in this area? Do we have a decent understanding about fractals in this area? So what makes a fractal? My question is, do we understand now what makes a fractal? It takes 5 candles to make a fractal. What this is approaching this fractal area right here on a trade that we just called out in the signals group today. It's approaching that fractal area. Is it going to break that fractal area and then close above it? That's yet to be seen. Right? Well, let me ask this question. Let's go ahead and put it in another line. What is my take profit for GBP CHF? I think it's 950. GBP CHF. What is the take profit level for GBP CHF? I think that's the 950. Oh, 450. 31,450. Let's do that again. I'll mess that up. What did I do? Let's try it again. I think it's 31,65. It's not 6.5, this is 4.5. So where did it go? Am I not doing something right on this? Because my lines are disappearing. I don't see my take profit line. Probably because, it's so close. Hold on for a second. It's real close to take profit 1. Hold on, that's why I couldn't see it. I'm tripping. Ooh, is that my... It's right there on it right now. I mean, it's right there on it right now, but will it break it? and hit it. It's 31,450 is the first take profit level on that particular trade. Let's see. Make sure I got that right. GBP CHF. It's 31,450. All right, we may get close to 31,450 on this trade. Let's see if it hits it while we're watching it. I'll keep going. We'll keep teaching. It got to 44, but it hit right at the take profit, but it didn't hit take profit. How many of y'all are in this for take profit one? It has hit its spread requirement, but it touched take profit one, but it never really did anything at take profit one. This is GBP CHF. Let's go back down to the hour chart. It touched it, guys. Did y'all see it touch it? Did y'all see it touch it? It didn't take profit though. It got right to the take profit, and this is what I want to show people. It touched the take profit, but it didn't hit the take profit. It was right there on that fractal area. Man, that's something. Some of us, we were so close to take profit on that, and then we had a pullback. Did y'all see that? Yeah, the spread is too high at the moment. So as long as from 4 to 5, you're not going to get the right type of spread on there from 4 to 5. Because the spread requirement is too high. So you wouldn't hit it when all that moving anyway. Okay, so let's talk about this one more time. Let's make sure that we're talking about this appropriately and right. We're talking about fractals and understanding fractals, and then I'll give you a strategy for how to add more positions when you're trading these fractals. That's a little bit dangerous, but I at least want to kind of show you what it is that we're talking about. Okay. And how we're doing this. Give me a second. My X line that's red and orange. I'm going to change that. So this is my price, this is my spread up here. So even though price moves above this yellow line has to hit this zone in order for us to take profit on that particular trade. And so for the most part, we're just going to have to sit there and wait this thing out. Okay. All right, so now we got a good understanding of fractals. We have a good understanding of fractals. Dr. Spiller, you said yesterday to use 1-to-1 ratio, but aren't the 30 to 40 pips stop loss and then take 15 pips? Yes. Those are suggestions that we give out when we send out a signal. It is up to you to regulate where you want your stop loss at. It's up to you to regulate where you want your stop loss at, though. And that I can tell you. It's up to you on where you want to regulate your stop loss. So where you regulate your stop loss is what's going to be important here. Okie dokie. All right, so now let's add the support and resistance lines to our chart. And there they are. The support and resistance lines are here. Add them to our chart. We'll see what takes place on that particular level. All right, now let's talk about support and resistance. Let's talk about how price moves through support and resistance. Now, what you have to understand is support and resistance levels are to be respected. That's why we put them on your chart, right? And so some support and resistance levels are stronger than others. Some support and resistance levels are stronger than others. Not all are created to be equal. right? Now, all support resistance levels are created equal. Now, with the app that we gave you, you can look and see that there's a 1 hour support, a 1 month support, a 4 hour support. You know, you'll see it on some of these. This is a 1 day support. And look how GBP-CHF is pulling back. So it got up there and it just pulled back. But here's another support level that's a 1 hour. Now, which one of these does it respect, right? It respects the last one. So if this candle doesn't close above this, then it's respecting this day one chart. Now, what if this candle closes above this? If it closes above this, then it broke this day one, but here's another zone right up in here on the 1 hour, right? And this is why this has been hard for this particular price to move up in this area, right? I want you to be able to see that this is very important, right? So it moves up into this area and it's kind of pausing. But if this candle doesn't break this, it respected this area of resistance right here. This is the area of resistance that it respected. It goes up, this is the area, another area of resistance that it respected. If it closes above, but it doesn't close above this one, it's respecting this area of resistance. Now, in order for this to really get to moving, where you can really start looking to make some money, I want y'all to hear this. You want this candle to break this level, and you also want it to break this level. But in turn of breaking those levels, it's also going to break this fractal level. Let me go over that again. Let me go over that again. We'll go over that again. So now, what we're watching this do, this is a resistance level right here. We're going to see what this does on this resistance level. See how price responds on that resistance level. If this candle closes above it, it broke this resistance level, but it still has to deal with this one, which is right here on this fractal level high right here. And so what happens is what you're looking for is for price to move in between these gaps, right? So this is like a gap here between this level and this level. So when it breaks here, you know that it's got to go up here and pause. And that's where you want to start paying attention on your chart. You want to see how it moves between these levels on your chart. Look at this. So when it broke this level right here, where is it going up to? This level. When it broke this level, where is it going up to? This level. When it broke this level, where's the next one? Right? Up here at this level. If it breaks this level, where's it going to? This level. Do y'all see that? I want to make sure that you understand that this moves from level, right, to level, to level, to level, to level. And that's how you're trading. You're trading from level to level. Look at this. This is what you like when you see something like this. You see this space? Right, we call this space. Somebody tell me what we call that space. What is this space called? What is this space called right here? Right? This is what you're looking for right here. You're looking for this. This is what you want. Because you know that if it breaks this level of support here, you have this to look forward to. It don't matter if it pulls back, you know it's going to work its way up to this level here. And if you look at this particular chart, that's what it did. Let's look at it. All right, here it is right here. Let's look at this and get a good understanding for what's going on. All right, let's look at it. Get a good understanding for what's going on. All right, let's do this. And I'll show you again. Price is moving up. Where is it moving up to? This level right here. How did it respond? Did it break this level? Yes. So we have a break of a support of this resistance level. Now, where is it going to go to? Now, I need you to see this. This was going up, and look at this candle. Look at these two candles right here. Both of these candles went down. And what were they doing, guys? They were retesting this level right here. But even though it was ultimately retesting this level, where did it eventually go? This level up here. Where did it go? This level up here. Right? Came back down, retested this level. Now, I need y'all to hear this because this is where a lot of you are afraid. You're afraid when you're in positive and you see a big pullback and you're like, what is going on? There will always be write this down, I want y'all to see this. This is important. A retest of previous support and resistance levels. There will always be a retest of support and resistance levels. And this is where a lot of y'all get upset. A lot of y'all get afraid. You're afraid at this part. Because you're like, man, I thought this was supposed to be moving up. There will always be a retest of a previous level on the way to its next level. And that's what happens. What you should be watching, let me show you this. This is important. What you should be watching is not the fact that it's going down. We don't really care that this went down. What we care about is did the candle close below this level? Not that it went down. Did the candle close below this level? So if it didn't close below this level, all this is right here is a big fat Does that make sense? That's very good. Does this make sense? I read a note that was in there. Somebody just posted that. Does that make sense? Because that's where y'all get scared at. You're like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It was retested. Not that the market has reversed. It's retesting. It didn't reverse to go back into a downtrend. It's retesting previous levels of support and resistance. All of my new people who are on these trades, watch these trades move up, but no matter how you watch them, there'll always be retest, there'll always be a retest, always be a retest, and this is a retest candle here, right? This was a retest candle here. What you're looking for is where you should start panicking. Listen to this. This is where you should panic. When this candle, if this candle would have came down and closed down here and another candle would have formed right here. That's when you panic. You panic if this came down, if this red candle came down and closed right here, and another candle formed underneath that support level, was what you're going to have is a retest, then a drop this way. I also call them stop hunts for anyone who at the end of the trade should have used their position as a said stop loss. All right? Thank you for clarifying. All right. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Where you should start panicking is how this candle responds to this line. If you're looking for this to buy, but you have a candle that comes down and closes below a level of support, you have another candle come and close below that level, and then what happens is it goes back, retest this level, and then it shoots down even further. That's when you're screwed. All right, can I get an amen? I want this to make sense. This is not hard. I want this to make sense. This is not hard. This is not hard. Okay? And so that's what I do with this now. I just mark these charts up. I watch. I want y'all to see something. All right, let's look at it again. Let's make sure we have it. We have this as a level. Right? Look what happens. It breaks this level right here. What do we have? A test of that level. Came down. Now it came back up here. This is the candle we're watching. This one right here. And look what you have. A close above, way up here. Came down a little bit, came down, and where does this sit right here? What is this called? What is this called right here? When it went down here, what is that called? Somebody tell me what that's called. When it comes down here, what is this called? A retest. After retest, look what it did. Moved up, right here, Now, what did it do? It broke through this level. Now, what is it going to do after it breaks through? Come and retest the previous level of support, and then it's going to move up again. Comes to this level, what does it do? It pause. Now, this is what I'm going to look, came here, didn't close. So we were still comfortable, oh, I'm going to buy, didn't close. Look what this next candle did. Moved up, then ultimately rolled down. But where did it stop? It's always going for that. And look at this candle. This candle, this green candle, made this red candle not exist. So even though it moved down, this is what we do call a stop hunt. Even though it moved down, this green candle was a true move in this for this continued uptrend. Now, people would have saw this and panicked and got out. But what you should have been doing was hunting for your support levels. Okay, where could this thing start slowing down? And it slowed down right here. And this is your bailout candle to show you that this did not exist. All this was false. That's why the big green candle came out right next to it. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Now, what we're seeing here, guys, is we're going from resistance to resistance to resistance to resistance to resistance to resistance. Watch this. Now, this is the trade that we're all in, right? Now, I want you to look at this candle right here. This is the current candle. It's about to change in about 7 minutes, but this is the current candle. What level of resistance is this respecting right here? Now, the next thing we need to do, when we start looking to see when do I need to stay in this trade, get out of this trade, we want to go here. Well, look at that level. Like, what is it doing? Does it come down and break that? Does it come down and break this, but it doesn't break and do a long wick of this? Because that's called an exhaustion candle. If it does that and it wicks, then we can expect to move up, probably some consolidation. But to continue back on this trend, probably retest, and then probably come down, retest here, and may go up again. Guys, I want you to understand what you're looking at, and the reason why I drew these or have them drawn on your chart is I want you to be able to look at them and you be able to say, is it respecting this level? Is it respecting that? Is it respecting this 4-hour support? Is it respecting that 4-hour support? Right? Y'all asking, do I stay in this trade? This is the candle you're looking at. Is it respecting this level of support right here? Is it trying to come down and break this level of support? Is it trying to come down and break this level of support? Is it trying to come down and break this level? Look what it's doing. It's wicking right there. So it's not. So chill out. Let this do what it's going to do. You got to watch it. Now, what is it also respecting? This level of resistance. So what do we have? We have consolidation. That's what you got right here. You got a strong level of consolidation. And so what are we doing? We're just watching. We're just watching. It's stuck right here. This is all stuck. It's stuck in here. When I drew that channel, I showed you all this is stuck. This is congestion. This is congestion. This is congestion. You should not panic right here. Don't panic. Let this play out. Watch and see what this does. Do I stay in? Do I get out? Do I stay in? Do I get out? Has it broke this level? Did it break this level? Did it break this level? Because when you start looking at these levels, and you really start looking at these levels, you're looking at them from this perspective. When you start looking at these levels, this is all this has to go through to break down here. That's a lot of structure down here. This is a whole lot of structure. To break this, and to break this, it's going to be very hard. Say it again, Spiller. To break each one of these levels is going to be hard. Right? So now, it only has to break this and break this. We're watching and see what it does. That does not mean that it's going to come up here and come down. What I would tell you to do if it hits TP, I'll be looking to secure that TP. Maybe I'm going to stay in. Maybe I'm going to stay out. I don't know. know. I have to gauge it. If it breaks that fractal level, I'm gauging it. Does this make sense when you're taking this trade? When you're in this trade, am I making sense now when you look at your phone or you're looking at your computer? Right? Because these support and resistance areas are typically right by fractal areas, if you notice. They're right in these fractal areas, if you notice them. Right, we're in the last 3 minutes of this candle. Let's see what this candle is going to be for these last 3 minutes. It could shoot up, break this level of support, which is what we want. We want this candle to come and close here, so now all we got to deal with is this level right here. So what we want is it to close up here, in between these two. Close there, so at least I know that this level is being disrespected. And we're looking for the 5 o'clock to go ahead and hit TP1. Let's say, so once it breaks all resistance rules, do we get out of the trade? You can. You can get out of the trade once it breaks all those rules. But this will make me be patient. I will be patient with this trade. And guys, I'm sorry. If you don't have patience, you will never be a good trader. Now, is this a concern, this long wick on this? Yeah, it is. But it's still a doji because it didn't turn red. None of this turned red. This thing wants to go up. But let's be patient and see if it's going to fulfill its vowel going up. Yeah. Ha. Chris made me laugh. Okay. Any questions on support resistance? Any questions on support resistance? Any questions on support resistance? Check the time frame you're on if you don't know why it's red. I'm on an hour chart. Any questions on support resistance? Okay, so let's do this now. Let's go with put some moving averages on here now. I'm not gonna put all the chicken feet on here now. I'm gonna just put the chicken feet on here that I want you to be paying attention to. In the chicken feet, there are two lines that are very important. In the chicken feet, there are two lines that are very important. The first one is gonna be, I'd put a 6 exponential. I don't like high, right? Now this is what I'm gonna say now. I'm gonna say this now while you're listening to me. I do not like exponential high for my trigger line on the chicken feed. I like exponential close. I do not like exponential high. Now some people are gonna use exponential close. Some people use exponential high. I use exponential close because I want it at the bottom of the candle. So I like exponential close. And the next one is going to be the 14. And I'll leave the exponential high. Okay. I'm also going to put my arrows on here. was too small. Okay, so here's my buyer's arrow. That told me to get this long buy on GBP CHF. Right now. So this is an arrow that says buy. Camels are on top of the aqua line here. Now, what are we doing? When you see a trade like this, it's telling you to get in, right? What are you watching? Watching the candles as it relates to this aqua line. What are you asking me to show again, David? Oh, the arrows are here, the crossover arrows. We just click them. And you can adjust them with the inputs, right? And so for these, let me see if I make sure my arrows are right. Let me get 6, 14. Colors are 2 to make them thicker or bigger. Then okay. All right. There's a buy arrow that gives you a signal for a buy. All right, now what are we watching? I teach this all the time. You want to watch the candles in relation to the aqua line, right? You want to be in this trade when it's above the aqua line. You want to start looking when it closes out of the aqua line. Now, not every currency pair is going to be good as it pertains to this aqua line, because the aqua line works really well with trending pairs. If it's not a trending pair, it's not going to work really well. Okay? Now, what are we doing on CHF right now? If you notice, the price is below the aqua line. You see it below the aqua line, right? And so when the trade was called out, guys, using Ichimoku, which is this indicator here. Right, and what they were looking at on Ichimoku is a break of this structure on this candle to signify that this was going to keep going up when it broke this support level right here. But it paused on that support level. Now what we have here is a strong uptrend with Ichimoku. Right, and what we're watching now is how its price is going to respond right here to the support level. Is it going to break it? Is this going to move up and break this? Is it going to finally touch our take profit 1? But that's what we're watching. We're watching how this moves up from level to level to level. Right? And what you should be paying attention to is whether or how this price responds. Is there a complete rejection of a support level? And that should tell you whether or not you're going to take profit or you're going to wait and see if this thing is going to move up. So do you understand how this moves? Let me go to my favorite pair on Forex. GBP AUD. Hold on for a second. I'll do that because I did this. I just want to see something for right. Okay. Maybe this is something. As a move from you will see how this move right here. Let this move all the way up. Now look what it did when it got to here. Bust through there, bust through here. Y'all seen this? Bust through here. What did it do on this support level? Because it's the most volatile pair in Forex. Produces the most pips out of any pair in all of Forex. Right? Look what it did when it got here. This is what you're looking for. If you see this doji, You see this fractal level? It only came after these two candles. But look at this doji right here. It came up here. It didn't break here. It didn't break here. Guys, that's what you want to start paying attention to. It didn't break here, and it didn't break here. That's what you want to start. You want to start paying attention to this. Did it break here? No. Did it break here? No. It didn't break in none of those places. Are you understanding that? So it didn't break in any one of these places. Look at this candle, an engulfing, bearish candle. This pattern right here, let me clear it out so you can see it. This is why I constantly tell you, pay attention to candlestick patterns. This is what we call an evening star pattern. That's when you have a green candle followed by a doji, which represents indecision, right? That's what it represents, indecision. And then here's this candle that says the decision has been made, but it was made right on the support level. And so what you have, this bearish candle that lets you know, right? I should have started taking. When I saw this candle, right? I ain't waiting to see. Well, is it gonna go back up? No. When I saw this, the doji accompanied by a bearish momentum candle, I knew to start taking my profit right here, because that means that they had made up their mind, and I'm not waiting. And look what you would have done. Now it may come back up, but you knew right here to start securing some profit just from knowing those candlestick patterns. I wouldn't have waited. Once I saw this, I took my profit right from this one. I got in here, but I took my profit here, and that's all the profit I was able to walk away with. Because when it got to the support level, it didn't mean that this wasn't going to break. It could have broke here, but it didn't. This bearish candle showed you at this resistance level, the support resistance level right here, what was going to happen. That's what you got. I'm going to ask you a question. Does this make sense? Looking at this currency pair, you took this sell, buy right here. This candle was good. This candle was good. This candle was good. Right? Now, I'm going to teach you some more candles, but I want you to look at these Heikin-Ashi candles. This is where it's going to get good. This is what you are here for today. I want to show you Heikin-Ashi and why you should start having two charts up, one with Heikin-Ashi and one without Heikin-Ashi, okay? All right, so let me show you this one with Heikin-Ashi. It's beautiful when you start learning how to use Heikin-Ashi, because Heikin-Ashi is going to change the way you trade, because you can see momentum in candles. Okay. Now they're gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to add in these Heikin-Ashi candles. Scroll down on your navigator bar to Heikin-Ashi right here. Double click on it. You're going to add these Heikin-Ashi candles. And you're going to make them a little thicker. These are 3, so it should be good. Right? Y'all say GBP, NZD is finally getting us activated. CHF, let's see. I don't know. There's a big spread in here. But how does Heikin-Ashi candles work? As long as these candles are staying one color, you're safe to stay in that trade. When these Heikin-Ashi candles start changing colors, right, that means that this pair has lost momentum. Here it is right here. Heikin-Ashi candles work by showing you momentum. But if it's a white candle here, and if it's a flat bottom, when they start getting short, you need to start paying attention, right? And the fractal levels still work right here. You could have stayed in that trade. As long as these white candles are here, right, you can stay in. When it changes color, you know to start looking to get out of that trade. Are y'all following what I'm saying with Heikin-Ashi candles? Now, I also trade Heikin-Ashi candles like this. Unless there is let's say it's above the aqua line. When this one closed below the aqua line, you know to take your profit there. Wait for another Heikin-Ashi candle. These went up. But look what happened right after this Heikin-Ashi candle. Look at that trash right there. Right? This is why I have Heikin-Ashi on one. Right? I have Heikin-Ashi on one candle, on one chart, and I have regular candles on the other. I like Heikin-Ashi candles on my chart. Let me do this like this. Oh, excuse me. One second. I'm a little bit under the weather, so y'all just bear with me, please. Excuse me. I love my team so much, I refuse to take a day off. I'm going to take all this off. No one will say Spiller doesn't care about his team winning. No matter how I feel. Okay, let's go here. All right, so let's go back. All right. Green, gold. Bar up. One down. Red. Let's go here. Let's do the X lines. The first period. Show grids. Count sticks. Back here, we'll make the X line. H. Look okay. All right, so let's make sure we're looking at the same one. This is GBP-CHF. Let's move GBP-CHF over. Okay. Have my support resistance lines here. And my support resistance lines. Change this to a 6. Exponential close. Outline. This. 14. Close. Y'all, excuse me. 1 second. All right, I got in GBP NZD on the rise as I was looking for it to recover after that news report. And I'm going to try to ride it up to 1.95010. That's 1.95010. I was looking for GBP NZD on the buy, ride it at 1 point. I'll try to catch it right there, that support level, see what happens there. It's sitting on the support level right now. And with that support level, we just got to see what it's going to do. I think it's in a retracement. I guarantee you this came up on a harmonic scanner, GBP NZD. And right now, GBP NZD is functioning at its highest strength. The currency strength indicator as well. So let's just see what happens here. All right. No, I'm sorry, excuse me. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, so now we're watching GBP CHL on this. Now look at what GBP CHL is doing. Let me come back and add some fractals on here. I think fractals already on here. Just need to change the color. Okay, so now we're watching GBP CHF. We're watching GBP CHF. As we're watching GBP CHF, what are we looking at? Right? Look at this. It's above the aqua line right here. Right? But I'll go back to look at this other chart to see if I have a momentum candle with that. Right now, for those of you who are following this, I love looking between both charts. The reason why I like using Hakanashi and regular candles is I'm looking to see is there momentum candles. Because if they're starting to be flat bottom candles for buyer candles, right, I want to ride that up. I really want to ride that up. I really do. I really want to ride it up. Hold on for a second. change the white to green. All right, so you see how green these are. So if these are my bar candles, I'm looking for flat bottoms on the bottom of these, right? Because if I have flat bottoms, now here what this is. This is an indecision candle right here on the Hakanashi candle. I didn't realize the call had started, so I missed some of it. Did you explain how to sequence this? Yes, we did, and this will be uploaded. All right, this will be uploaded. All right, it will be uploaded as soon as this call ends. I didn't upload the other video because my personal account information was on that video last night. I did not need that personal account information to be up on the internet where everybody can see my personal account information. So that's why there was a pause in getting that done. All right, now, let's continue to keep moving forward. So now I love to see these candles right here start giving me assurance for this particular move. I don't even need these on here. But I like to see this. And I'm gauging if this is going to be momentum to break through this by these flat bottom candles. Now, with a sell, it's just the opposite. With a sell, you're looking for flat tops, right? If I was looking at sell, I'd love to see these flat tops in these Hakanashi candles, right? When I start seeing a wick like this, which y'all see this, when I start seeing wicks on the top, that means it's losing momentum. When there's flat tops, right, that means it's moving in momentum, right? When it changes color like this, that means that momentum is out for these two particular candles. Does momentum come back in? Goes red, red, flat, flat. And that's how you look at that. Okay, does that make sense? I want to make sure this is making sense for everybody. Right, and so when I look at this, I look at it from this perspective. Is this a flat bottom candle? No, I need to talk to me. This is a buyer's candle, but is the bottom flat? Yes or no? This is a buyer's candle, but is the bottom flat? Yes or no? This is a bottom candle, but is the bottom flat on that candle? Yes or no? So that's why this hasn't hit TP1. It hasn't hit TP1 because there's no momentum to the buyer's side of this trade. And that's why you should have two charts open at all times. You should have one with candles, regular candles, at least in my opinion. You should have one with the regular candles. And you see those fractals on those candles. Right? You see them on this, but we're holding this. And we're being patient on this. And we're watching this. As soon as those momentum candles come in, you start seeing momentum candles. Hold on to that trade. Now you go back and you look at the momentum candle on this one. You go back and look at the aqua line on this one. Momentum candle on this. Aqua line on this. And as long as it's respecting that, you do not get out of that trade. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You come over here, you look for your momentum candles. Right? Oh, flat, flat, flat. Let me stay in that trade. I'm confident. Oh, it started changing colors. Let me come back. Let me look at this trade. Let me see what's happening as it's changing colors. There it is right there. There it is right there. That was that candle right there. Right? Right there. But look, this candle came in. This candle came in. Did it break below it? Did it break below the aqua line? Did it come below it? This was a jump down because this was between at 4 and 5 o'clock when the new session opened. So this candle doesn't count. But typically, this is right here with this candle. I'm staying in that trade, and I'm not getting out. Yes, the session is recorded. So do y'all see this? Now, we know that it's moving from level to level, right? We know what these support levels are for. We know what these support levels are for. We're looking at this level. We're looking at this level. Then we're looking at this level. We're looking at this level. So now you can stop going into the group chat asking, should I stay in the trade? What you should start looking for is where is this candle in relation to this support level, this support level, this support level? Did it close below this? Did it close below this? Did it close below that? If the answer is no, then stop blowing up the chat. Ask them, do I stay in? If the answer is no, if you have your support lines on there, now if you're on your phone, it's a little different story, right? It's a little different story. You have to draw your own support lines, and you can draw them in accordance to these fractals. You can draw your lines according to these fractals, and you can look at these fractals, and you can let these fractals tell you whether or not you stay in that trade. Chris is crazy, right? So look, it's right here. It hasn't even come down to this level. So when you get in the group chat and you ask me, what do you think? What do you think? What do we think we should stay in? This is what I want all y'all to start doing in the group chat. I need y'all to start doing this today. When someone gets in the group chat and asks if we stay in, ask them about support and resistance. Ask them, where is it? Has it closed below a level? Has it closed below a level? Has it closed below a level? If it hasn't closed below any of these levels, this trade is still good. Look at these levels as it pertains to where the stop loss is. Can somebody give me, I'm almost done with this training today. I'm almost done with this training. Someone give me, type in the chat, the stop loss for this trade. Somebody give me the stop loss for this trade. GBP CHF. Please give me the stop loss for this trade. Uh, 00950. All right, here's the stop loss. Do y'all see the stop loss on this trade? Always, I taught y'all this yesterday. I told you this yesterday. Go and start putting lines, even if it's on your phone. Even if it's on your phone, you can still put fractals on your phone. I'm going to show you how to do this on your phone so you're not lost, okay? Show you how to do this on your phone. I'm going to show you how to do this on your phone. It don't matter if you're on your phone or your computer. I'm going to show you how to do it. Are y'all ready? Are you ready to learn this? Because this is a stop loss right here. This is a stop loss. You see the stop loss right there. You should always put the stop loss on your phone. Draw a line on your phone and put the stop loss on there. The next thing you should do, if you're on your phone, find a fractal. If you're in a buy, find a fractal level and draw a line on your phone at that fractal level. Find another fractal level and draw a line on your phone on that fractal level. I'm showing you how to do this on your phone. Find a fractal level and draw a line. If you're looking to see if it's going to break, see these fractal levels? Take this and draw a line on that fractal level. Find another fractal level, draw a line on that fractal level. Do that on your phone and catch the most recent 4 fractal levels on your phone. And then, if you don't have this support and resistance, ask yourself this question. If you're in this trade, here's your stop loss. You have fractal levels on your chart. Let's do this real quick. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna try to take this off. All right, now, this is what your phone looks like. You have fractals, right? And all you did was you draw, let me erase this. I'm gonna show you how to do this. Right from your phone, right? Here's your stop loss. You know that's your stop loss. So then you're gonna go to your phone. I'm showing you how to trade on your phone. I hope y'all listening. You're gonna draw a line here. Here's a fractal level here. You're gonna draw another line here. Here's another fractal level here, right? And what you're gonna ask yourself is, when you're looking at your phone, right, and you see this candle, this is your candle right here, has it broke this fractal level? If it hasn't broke that fractal level, you are good. The next one, what if it breaks this one? Well, did it break this next fractal level? If it hasn't broke that fractal level, you are good. Now, if it breaks this fractal level and you should just take profit, then you start asking yourself, it broke this fractal level, broke this fractal level, it may hit my stop loss. Let's do that again. Let's do everything again. Let's redraw it so you can't mess this up on your own. Let's do it again. You have fractals on your phone. You have this fractal level here. This is also where the take profit is, right? Right? You have that fractal level. You have another fractal level here. See this? Here's another fractal level here. And that's where price is. Let's do this again. Oh, here's another recent fractal level right here. Draw this. Here's another one right here. Now, what are you going to ask yourself? You're doing this on your phone? You're doing this on your phone? You're doing this on your phone? For every trade you're in, you're doing this on your phone? No, I do not lower my stop loss. Now, y'all lower your stop losses, and I understand why you lower your stop losses. I understand. I don't lower it. I don't suggest that you lower it. Me, I don't have a stop loss. I've never traded with one. I mean, I have traded one, but not now. So I'm drawing fractal levels. Right? I know how much I'm going to be willing to lose on my account. I'm drawing these fractal levels. If I am in this trade, and this is my candle right here. First thing I'm going to say is, did it break this fractal level? Did it break this fractal level? Here's my stop loss. Notice I drew my levels of support resistance on these fractal levels. I drew it right there. And I'm watching this one. This is my first warning. My second warning. And here's my stop loss. How many of y'all see what I'm doing? And what do? I'm watching this trade as it pertains to this. And I'm asking myself, what is this trade doing on these fractal levels? I'm asking myself, what is this trade doing on these fractal levels? So if it breaks these fractal levels going into a sale, right, that's when I start to pay attention. It breaks here, breaks here. Now I'm really looking at my stop loss and I'm saying, what do I need to do? What some of you will do is you'll come down and move your stop loss below this fractal level. And you'll see if it's going to break that fractal level. Hold on 1 second. Okay? Are there any questions on what I just covered? Are there any questions? I have seen people move their stop loss down here under this fractal level just to see how this responds on that fractal level. Right? It's the same over here. It ain't no different. I drew the fractal levels right. It's the same chart. The same identical chart. The same identical chart. How do you identify fractal levels? By these things right here. You want to see where the fractals are gathering. When you have a lot of fractals in a certain area, that's where you want to draw your line. Want to draw your line right here. Want to draw your line right here. Want to draw a line right here. See where the fractals are? Right, and that's how you're doing it. What do we look for if it breaks the fractal level? It has to close, the candle has to close underneath that fractal level. It has to close underneath that fractal level. Notice I drew these fractal levels on each one of these. Here was the same. The chart is from same to same. All right. So here's the GFF here, and all it did was it carried my fractal levels over to this same chart. So here are my fractal levels right here. I'm watching what these fractal levels are doing to the best of my ability. I know that this is a level, right? And this ain't the one to close above that level, right? I know that I'll go and I'll see where they gather. Here's another level right here. About right there. And it had no one to close below that level. Then look, I got this is when you don't have the support lines on here. But I know that this is a level, right? I know that here's another level in between here. I'll draw another one right here. Right here, look, two of them in the same space. Here's right underneath here, two of them in the same space, and I'll draw my line right there. No, they do not. All right, guys. I'm hoping y'all getting this. Are y'all getting this? Make sure you're holding people accountable to those support and resistance lines, guys. Make sure you're holding people accountable to those support and resistance lines. Make sure you're holding people accountable to those support and resistance. Come on, if you're going to be a good instructor, good teacher, good coach, good mentor, hold them accountable to those support and resistance lines. Are we good? Yes or yes? Look and see if somebody's talking to me. Are we good? Yes or yes? All right, let me see if there are any questions on this. Yeah, you got some studying to do. Study. You can study. This was going to do it for my training today, guys. No, I'm not going to post the training from last night. I'm actually redo that training over again. I'm going to redo that training over again, and we'll go from there. Now, let's close this out by going to look at the harmonic scanner. Let's close this out by going to look at the harmonic scanner. Let's close this out by going to look at the harmonic scanner. And I'm going to do that right now. All right, we're now looking at the harmonic scanner, and I'm going to upload the trading platform that I use for the harmonic scanner. Right, so it has all my indicators that we saved on here. We're going to go look for, I think it was GBP NZD. I don't know where it is, it's on whatever it is. The shark pattern, GBP NZD. And we're going to take this over like so. On GBP NZD, this would be a good place here. I don't do buy orders, but it would be a good place here to put a buy order right here. But notice we have a flat bottom. We have a flat bottom, flat bottom, flat bottom, flat bottom, up, changing color, right? And so what's started happening when we got right here, we're starting to see that it's respecting this support. It's going to respect this support for his take profit 1, possibly take profit 2. If I was doing this trade, I'd go up to take profit 2, and I'll make take profit 2 as my profit margin that I look. However, this is still in a seller's zone. This is going to turn really quickly. But you already see a loss of momentum on the MACD because the green is starting to come up, but the red is laying flat, right? But this is still in a seller zone as it pertains to the RSI and the MFI. We would like to see these start coming up for this particular trade on GBP NZD, right? I would look for to take my take profit right here. That would be my take profit. This is a good area. I believe that this would be a good trade once you get some momentum counters moving up. You know, you probably could come here and get some money out of this. How many pips is that? We're looking at 109 pips on this move. I'm looking for that to be a 109 pip move. And my take profit is 95703. I like that, 95703. 9-5. I like that. 95703. 95703. I'm looking at 95703. On that particular trade. I got my boy Dio Woods over here. I got my boy Mathino here. And I got the lovely, beautiful Miss Kiki behind me.
Hey, y'all.
They flew into Houston to spend some quality time, some trade time with me. All right, Doc, can you use 2 lemons and 2 limes to get the oranges? Thank y'all so much for y'all giving me these remedies. Y'all, I'm looking for a buy on this. I'm seeing it respect this level right here. That's good, always good for me. But to move up, this would be a good move up right here. I'm looking for a 100 pip move up before it pause. Oh man, this is my boy. Before it pause on that, on this 50 simple right here, that's what I look. So I look for at least week right there. That area. Let's look at some other trades on the harmonic scanner. Let's look at Euro AUD. Already starting to move up. Look at that, man. Look what it did right here. Touch this level. Flat bottom, flat bottom, flat bottom, bam. And here was momentum. Moving to the left side to hit TP1. So small pips there, but there's still some pips there. Let's go look at some others. See if we can find some on the hour chart. Excuse me. Oh, this looks good. USD CAD. It did get close to TP1. Look what we got. Flat bottom, flat bottom, flat bottom. Now it's underneath the black line. Getting close to TP1. We have to see what that's going to do. But this is a pretty good trade. Look at the children. They're about to get out of the street. About to have a crossing on the MACD. I'll be looking at this trade if I was y'all. USD CAD. I'll be looking at USD CAD if I was y'all. I'll be looking at USD CAD, and this is on the 1 hour time frame. See if I can find some more. Even USD CAD is on the 4 hour time frame, and it's about ready on the 4 hour time frame. I like this trade. If you looked at USD CAD, pull this out. This was been in an uptrend here. Try to lock this in a little bit right there. Look at this uptrend move right here. Right now, I'll be watching this USD CAD on the 4 hour chart because I wanted to break that. It could come here. I could start looking to take profit somewhere in here if it did move. But I want this to break. If it breaks here and breaks this trend line, notice that I haven't been able to break this trend line in the past. If it breaks this trend line, look at all this open space right here. From this level, the wick here, then pull back. But if it closes underneath that support level, then the next one is right here. I always wait till the kids get out the street. That's Mathino says that, but I adopted that. This is the street right here. I don't like trading when kids in the street. I like trading when they're out of the street, when it's clearing. Hopefully that makes sense. So I gave you a little bit on the harmonic scanner. I'm looking at a couple of trades that are pretty good. This is the GBP NZD trade that I called out for you earlier. I am looking for this trade to retrace. I'm looking for this trade to retrace. And I am looking to pull about 100 pips out of this. I believe it's going to be a 100 pip move on that particular currency pair. I'm looking for a 100 pip move on that one. That's going to secure me about $3,923.65. So I'm looking for that on GBP NZD. And the reason why I really like that GBP move was because of this large news candle that we saw on GBP NZD today. Let me go back to LMFX. Let's go to GBP NZD. I mean, although a lot of people were in there for buy and it just went the opposite way, but that's why we have a stop loss, and that's why I've asked y'all to respect the stop loss. Even though some of y'all don't respect the stop loss, that's none of my business. But from this particular perspective, we have this long news candle today. And with this long news candle today, I'm expecting for the market to recalibrate because of that news and move back up. Right? I'm expecting to move back up. So we have some more NZD news coming out. What time is the NZD news coming out again? 8 o'clock. So that's in about 3 hours from now. So I would look to secure some profits before 8 o'clock because I don't know what this is going to do at 8 o'clock. I'll start looking to start pulling profits around 7:45, which is about 2 hours from now. So see what this does over the next 2 hours. 2 hours, 18 minutes actually. So I'll be looking for this to move up and try to pull some profit out of that. Right now I'm up $100 on that. I'll be looking to pull some money out on that. All right, so we may get another big drop on NZD may come out strong. Right, but if we went to the regular candles on GBP NZD, right? It is right here. I'm at least looking for it to recalibrate somewhere in here. It probably comes up here. But look what this did. It pulled all the way up here. Notice this. Look at this candle. Y'all see this candle right here? Good news app is FX Book and then Forex Factory. We have this long, these are hundreds of pips right here in this NZD today. You were in most of us were not in the sale because this is a strong uptrend, but that was 206 pips in one move. Right, so I saw this right here. If nothing else, it's probably going to move up to here and pause on this 1 week support. But I'm not suggesting you take this. This is just me telling you what I was doing. Yeah, it was smart of you to get out before the news. Very smart. Right, yeah, I'm up $165 on that. That's nothing to write home to mama about. But I take profit. Line is right there. What is my take profit line? What's my take profit line? I can't see it. Oh, my TP, 95703. 95703. Let me come back over here. 95703. Right? I was looking for it to come all the way up here. That's the second take profit on that thing. But it's going to pause in between the way. Now, the news can stop it before it gets up here. So we're going to watch this. This is one of the most volatile pairs in Forex, too. GBP AUD is first, GBP NZD is second, and one move, it could move up 50 to 60 pips. So we kind of want to watch this until 2 hours. So right at about 7:46, I would start saying, look to secure whatever profit you had if you got back in that for a buy. I'll have to wick this line. It has to recalibrate and go back up. We just don't know how high it's going to go. Okay, guys, that did it for our training today. I hope you learned something out of this.